Hello. Today I'm going to check such open source e-commerce framework like Solidus. It's actually a fork of another open source solution, Spree, but I believe nowadays Solidus has better support than Spree. So I'll try to install it inside Docker and see how it's working, how it looks like. Actually, pretty. I haven't worked with it since 2016, so much change as I see. And in case I need it in future, I'll better be prepared for my future projects if they will be related to e-commerce. So it looks pretty nice. Let's check their GitHub. And it consists of several gems like Solidus API, backend core, and sample data. Instructions are pretty detailed. And what's next? I'm going to create new application, Rails application inside Docker. For this, I will use this Docker Rails example, which created by Nick Ginetakis. I believe I'm spelling it right. I just love this template because it provides all I need in all my projects. It's like super detailed README. It's just perfect README if you ask me. And I love it so much. I've been using it since this year, and all my current projects run inside Docker, and it's such a relief that I don't need to keep all the software installed on my MacBook. It's just inside Docker, and then I need to get rid of some older projects. I just remove containers, and that's all. So we just basically follow their instructions and see how it will go. Let's do it. But I will already change the name to app. Else copying environment files from example, and let's create project inside RubyMine. Okay. Build everything. Now I'll check their environment file first, if it's all we need. Secure development of currency, follower password. Okay, let's check test forward. Yeah, that's all we need for now. Last time we built Docker containers, it will take more time. It's getting all the images from the internet. So we need to run this command to stop database. And check. Yeah, that's working fine. But we need to rename project. So let's wait for a while. Yeah, he has this instruction to automatically rename your project to proper name when you choose the proper name. So we will use this command, but just to be sure it's proper, it's my app. So it's actually not like expected, because usually when you renaming something, you will use old name and new name, but in this case it's both your name of your application, but second one is your app's model name. Let's run the current project database. Yeah. We will need to recreate database, so it wants us to that our data will be removed, so we agree. No, I don't want any Git repository. So I guess it's done. Let's test. Shop. User shop. Database shop. I guess that's it. So we need to let's build it again. And then we'll try to create new database. I prefer to run build and app commands separately, so I don't know, it's my habit. And need to run database setup again. Let's check out. Yeah, all works fine. So what do we have in our Docker file? It's pretty complex one. So what do we have? We have several containers. It's Postgres, the database. It's 2 containers for assets. Let's check it. Web, worker, table, JS, and CSS. 1 for cable, 1 for Sidekick, 1 actually web application, main one, and Redis. So let's check our Docker. Yeah, as I said, CSS, Postgres, Redis, JS, cable, web, worker. Works perfect, I would say. So we can proceed and try to install Solidus actually. Bundle at Solidus, binrel Solidus install. Just out via gem file 410. Let's Solidus. One zero, and here we need to prefix all our commands with .run, because and actually for bundle install we need to use semicolon. It's necessary just to run all these commands inside Docker. So it's not in our system, it's inside Docker containers. .run, it's just the custom commands. Nick wrote it just to simplify, so you don't need to write Docker, compose, run. You just use the script to run all the necessary commands. Here we go. Bundle install, bundle updated, yarn build, and etc. etc. Just simple solution. Running everything inside Docker, not on your MacBook. Because quite often I see how developers run everything inside Docker, but all those commands also like bundle install and other stuff just use them on their MacBook, so it's a bit of duplication, and I don't know why they do it. It'll take some time. Yeah, we need to restart our containers much faster now, so we don't need to rebuild all the sources. It's cached on our computer. And let's check. No, it doesn't work. So I got some error, couldn't find JavaScript runtime. See exec.js for a little available runtimes. Oh, it needs something like Node.js or other JS runtime to execute some JavaScript, as I'm not mistaken. So I guess I know what the problem is. Let me check Docker file. We actually have this Node.js yarn Node.js inside our Docker file, but it's in assets containers. Yeah, it's inside JS and CSS. So Nick uses these separate containers just to compile JavaScript and keep his Node.js outside the main container. So it's much slimmer, not much, but actually smaller and slimmer without Node.js. But in our case, somehow we need to install Node.js inside main containers, so it will be able to execute JavaScript in main containers for some gems, I guess. Let's look a bit closer. It's outer prefix arrays. Yeah, I guess this gem needs some JavaScript environment. So let's merge this Docker file into one container. I mean, we will get rid of this one and add Node.js directly here. Let me check that how it's could be done. Okay, let's try it. Then we just let's look. Let's try it. I don't know, seems yeah. I need to remove, guess I need to move this to from Docker Compose, so we just use our main container for compiling all the JavaScript and CSS. Looks promising. No errors. So you see we have less containers now. We don't have JS and CSS. And it starts cannot state public. So I believe somewhere we left some old public folder or no such files or direct public file and direct. That could be our start entry point script. Test files. Public. Public up. Or maybe pages that were created by Nick in his template, so might be a conflict of routes. Starting. Seems like much better than previous time, but we still have Braintree. It's not actually required for us now. So let's rerun installation. So we can't run it. And find Solidus Braintree. libxml Ruby. Let's try to install libxml Ruby. As always, if you're not writing something from scratch and using some engines, it's almost every time you get some errors and capabilities. You need to adjust something. It's a bit of complication from the start, but later it will pay off, I guess, because it's hard to write all the e-commerce platform from scratch. When you just started in IT and you're like, okay, I guess I can write a pretty good e-commerce internet shop and it will be all right. I'll take I don't know, months or two and it will be working like a charm, but that's not how it's worked. Actually, got a problem with mail. Yeah, I guess we need to add something to our Docker file, like libxml. So I guess. Let's actually Google this one. Mail to yeah, it's libxml dev. Or we'll add it. Let's build it. Already trying to install Braintree again. I guess it might be a successful one because we have all we needed. XML2. Yeah, let's do it. Let's run Solidus install so it will proceed. from that step. I believe it. Maybe it's already. No, it's not. But it's doing something at least. Yeah. No. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll choose Stripe. This time it will be easier. Let's check Braintree. Yeah, it seems like it's working. At least has created a lot of assets and what's it? Taxonomies, I guess, and spray samples. It's funny that Solidus was forked from Spray like almost 10 years ago and still has all those free code inside, so it's not totally rewritten. So mailers. Why do we need mailers on this page? Could not open library GLBs. Okay. I guess it's libraries for assets for processing images, and we need to add them to Docker file also. So I'll just copy leap. Rebuild all the Docker container again. But at least we are successful with Solidus installation. And we closer to see the actual shop on our site. Maybe want to go more libraries and we'll get a working solution. How long does it take to install Solidus? Let's check. It's about only 15 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty not so bad. Actually, it's starting quite slow. I guess that's normal case for brick platforms to start a minute. I hope it's like first time. Else point 706. We can already. Yeah, now we have clips, so let's add this one too. But I'm not sure if it's clips as I believe it's something like lip whips. Let's try this. Lip whips, so yeah, the same library. Already. Project, I guess. Oops. Lip, lip 2, lip 2. Lip whips. Yeah, let's try it again. quite slow. Finally, it's starting. No, why not? Put in Puma. Come on. Be a better version of yourself. And super slow. Yeah, we've got some results. Storage. But it's loading like forever. 4 seconds. Maybe that actually first time was load. Now it's cached. But it's good to have done in like half an hour. Not bad actually. Works fine, like charm. Not so slow after visiting some pages. So I guess that's it for today. Maybe next time I'll try to check it, how it's going inside. I mean, as we're on version 7 of Rails and still it doesn't feel like using all those Rails 7 features, you know, like turbo, wire, all the other stuff. Each page reloads. Not so slow, but it would be nice to check if we can apply some new Rails features here and maybe make it better and faster. Let's see. Next time. Bye. It was a pleasure to write this video. Pleasure to record this video. I hope it will be just start, and next time we'll check more features of Solidus and Rails, and I hope it will be useful for you. Anyway, I had some fun, not so much coding today, but this will make some progress in installing and running everything in Docker. It was challenging, but not so hard after all. Bye.